Morning, and again we're starting with two things left in this one. Uh, that one, methods for expressing concentration of solution. So today we'll do concentration of solution. Concentration of solution means what? Concentration means what? If you have add 1 spoon of sugar in your tea, then it has one type of concentration. If you add 2 spoons of sugar in your tea, then concentration will be higher than the other one. Concentration means, sugar means solute, means how much solute is present in solution. This is what is called your concentration. So today actually we are going to start two types of concentration. One is your molarity, another one is molarity. So first of all we are taking the molarity. Needed by capital M. So molarity is the ratio of number of moles of solute. So number of moles of solute. So we need to write number of moles of solute by volume of solution in liter. The number of moles of solute can be expressed as given mass divided by molar mass of solute, and volume of solution in liter. So that can be, if volume in ml, if the volume of solution in ml, that one you have to divide by 1000. So this is how molarity is number of moles of solute by volume of solution in liter. Remember, in that one you have to written R, and in liter also we have R. Means if molarity is there, then in the denominator you have to write volume. So based on that, we have to solve one problem. Find the molarity of a solution. I am writing the question here. Find the molarity of a solution which contains 10 grams of NaOH. NaOH in 500 ml of solution. Answer. So how to find out the molarity? Given mass by molar mass of solute by volume in ml divided by 1000. This equal to, now molarity equal to given mass of solute is how much you have to find out. And given that find the molarity of a solution contain 10 grams of NaOH. The given mass is 10 and molar mass of NaOH, sodium is 23 plus 16 plus 1, that is 40. And volume in ml, how much it is given? 500 by 1000. So you have to write this one like that, 10 by 40, and take that one reciprocal. This is 1000 by 500. Molarity comes out should be here half, and unit should be mole per liter. So note down this one. So with this we are ending that molarity term. Then we have another term is there. This is called molarity. This one is molarity designated by small m. So how to find the molarity, that we will do now. Molarity designated by small m. So you have to write small m here. So number of moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg. So here you have to remember, we have written number of moles of solute is common. The moles of solute is common in both, but here we have written mass of solvent in kg. So if we have this one, so we can write the formula. Number of moles of solute means given mass by molar mass of solute by mass in gram divided by 1000. So that can be written like that. Given mass by molar mass of solute by mass in gram divided by 1000. So in that way also you can do this one. So we are solving a problem regarding this. Find the molarity of 20% NaOH solution. Find the molarity of 20% NaOH solution. Answer. 20% NaOH solution, what does it mean? It is meaning that solute is your NaOH, which is 20 gram. Molar mass of solute is required in this case. Sodium takes 23, oxygen 16 plus 1, it is 40. You can write gram per mole also for this one, 40 gram per mole. Now, here 20% means mass of solvent is 80 gram. 20 gram solute and 80 gram solvent. So therefore, molarity small m. What is the formula? Given mass means 20 by molar mass for solute by mass of solvent in gram divided by 1000. So by that you can calculate out this one. So what can be written? This is your 20. That can be written 20 by 40 1000 by 80, 0 0 goes, 0 0 goes, it is 4, this is 25, so that turns to be 6.25 mole per kg. Unit is your mole per kg. So this is what you have to write. So one more point student to note down, out of molarity and molality, your molality is better. Why molality is better? Out of molarity and molality is better because molality depends on mass of solvent and mass does not change. It remains same in anywhere in the world. But if you take volume in case of molarity, you take the volume here, but volume is changes and volume depends on the temperature. So with this actually we have completed the unit 1. So from next class we'll start unit 2. Provided students, there are some queries always left in your brain for regarding this chapter. Whenever you get any problem, you just consult with me. I'll provide you all the solution because this chapter is very much important in your entrance exam as well as in board exam. First year you have this chapter, second year also you have this chapter. Thank you.